What's up, folks? My name is Josh. I'm the owner of Lamplit Pictures and an indie filmmaker. I've created 4 short films so far. I'm working on my 5th currently, and I wanted to hop on and share some tips to the first-time short filmmakers out there. So I want to encourage you with these 6 things. So number 1 is get inspired. An awesome place I like to go to discover new short films is the Vimeo staff pick section. It's constantly updating. Every week there's more short films, and I've gotten so much inspiration from those. And so I would challenge you, like, starting out, watch a bunch. Watch a few every day, or take the time that you would normally take to watch a movie for just entertainment and watch like 10 short films instead. You'll get a lot of inspiration from that and a lot of value. Number 2 is write about what you know. You guys know that scene from Little Women. It's literally in every version of Little Women, where Professor Bear is giving feedback to Jo March on her creative writing.
You should be writing from life, from the depths of your soul. There is nothing in here of the woman that I am privileged to know, Jo. There is more to you than this, if you have the courage to write it.
And so, especially starting out, I want to give you guys that same encouragement. And there's 2 ways I want to encourage you to do this. Number 1 is write a list of 20 memories, your 20 strongest memories, 20 most impactful moments. Get a journal, get alone. Think about the smells, the tastes, the colors that are associated with those memories. Write them down in detail, rack your brain, and then take some inspiration from those. You don't need to recreate that exact scene. You can tweak it and just use it as like a jumping off point. But if it's founded in a strong memory that you have, you'll know exactly how to convey it. It won't be missing that soulfulness, you know? Another thing you can do is just, as you go about living life, when you think of something funny, when you experience a funny moment, or not funny, but dramatic or thoughtful, like when you experience those moments, afterwards, revisit them and think, is that something that people can relate to? Is it universal? Is it something deep? Is it something that would make a really good short film? Just keep that in the back of your head as you live your life. And I promise you, you'll start to see things that you're able to draw inspiration from. Number 3, don't spoon feed. One of my friends in the film industry, Jeremy, says that to me. Let's not spoon feed the audience. And the idea behind that is, like, you don't want to make it too easy for them. You want to let them draw their conclusions and think and engage at a level where they're not just passively receiving entertainment, but they're thoughtfully experiencing your work, you know? So maybe that means, instead of tying everything with a really nice bow at the end it on a cliffhanger. Make it something that's provocative. And you're gonna have so much fun when you're at a film festival that your friends drove 2 hours to, and they watch it and they're like, I got a lot of questions for you. But don't answer the questions, ask them questions like, what do you think? Well, what do you think it meant? And see what they say, and that's gonna really help you engage like how you're communicating things. Some people might get it spot on, and some people might really have no idea what the film was about. And you gotta be okay with some of that ambiguity. You don't want nobody to get it, but you also don't want to make it boring. That's my opinion, that's a stylistic choice. But I do tend to see that the films that really do well have an element of that ambiguity and that cliffhanger ending type thing. Number 4, get feedback along the way. Get feedback on your script, on your writing. Get feedback as you're filming and editing it. Show people who know nothing about film. Show people who know a lot about film. Number 5, and this is arguably the most important one I have to share with you, is crush it. Don't experiment. You can experiment on other times, experiment with fun things, but if you're making a short film that you want to be part of your portfolio, that you want to submit to film festivals, aim to crush it and not to experiment. If there's a technical area where you cannot crush it, don't attempt it. Don't think that people are just going to give you grace because they know that you're an indie filmmaker, so it's okay that the sound is crappy or that the special effects are crappy. No, don't do it. Crappy special effects, crappy sound, crappy stuff like that. That is not okay, it's not acceptable, and you're not gonna do well with your short film, and you're not gonna be proud of it looking back. In my first couple films, I was not proficient in sound, and I just made short films that had minimal or zero dialogue. And they did well because I didn't try to do something I knew that I did not have the resource, I did not have the technical know-how to do. I leaned into what I was really good at, which was the cinematography and the storytelling. And I wrote a story where I could crush those things. The film I'm working on right now, it requires a scene where a school bus drives into the screen, drops someone off, and then drives away. So I need to do it with special effects. And so before I even invest a ton of time into the script, into anything else, I tested it out in Premiere. Is it crucial to the story? The answer is yes. And is it something that I can accomplish? And I had to be able to answer yes to that before I pursue making this film. Because if that looks crappy, then my film looks crappy, it looks unprofessional, and it doesn't matter how good anything else is. And number 6 is hire actors. Invest in actors. Don't just hire your buddies or people that are not experienced in acting, because even if you do have great special effects and audio and cinematography and all of that, if your actors suck, then your film sucks. You can hire someone $100, have to spend $20, put the casting call out on Backstage, and get some local talent. I've had so much success and good luck on Backstage. They have some experience, they're easy to direct, they take it seriously. So check out Backstage, check out some Facebook groups. Great actors really gonna elevate and take your short film to the next level. So that's it. If this was helpful, hit the like button, share it, subscribe, all that stuff. And if you've done some short films, go ahead and leave a comment in the description of some tips that you have for people. I'd love to hear them. Peace.